Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My first news is Man United £42 million man produced disastrous performance in Tottenham draw. Manchester United were on the verge of another big win away at Tottenham until a late collapse. Though they rescued a last-gasp draw, Ruben Amorim was left gulping from his water bottle as Tottenham took a 2-1 lead over Manchester United. United had been in control for the majority of the match against Spurs, but a sudden collapse saw them facing their first defeat in 42 days until Matthijs de Ligt came to the rescue with a heroic header. Amorim lamented United's dropped points against Nottingham Forest and will likely feel the same disappointment after squandering a golden chance to briefly climb to second place in the Premier League table. Mbeumo's performance was a small victory for Amorim, as he shone in his first start on the left wing. The 26-year-old is gradually becoming an indispensable figure in the dressing room. Amorim once again opted for a front three without a traditional striker. While Mason Mount was the preferred choice in this formation for the season's first 3 games, Ahmad was given the nod in the capital, with Kobbie Mainoo sidelined due to a training injury. Amorim included Jack Fletcher in the squad, maintaining the club's 88-year tradition of featuring an academy graduate in every matchday squad. Fletcher found himself on the bench against Tottenham in February alongside 6 other academy prospects due to injuries, but this time around, Amorim had more experienced options at his disposal. Tottenham, having secured a mere 4 points at home this season, were met with boos following their loss to Chelsea last weekend, managing only a single shot on target throughout the 90 minutes. The home fans couldn't resist a jibe at their rivals, chanting, "Champions of Europe, we know what we are," as the game kicked off here. However, the mood quickly changed when Sen Lammens conceded a corner from a simple back pass from de Ligt. Despite his confidence since joining from Royal Antwerp, Lammens seemed to lose focus, much to the delight of the jeering Tottenham fans. In contrast to the uneventful Europa League final, Saturday's match was already showing promise. Just 10 minutes in, Tottenham looked threatening on the counter-attack, and Mbeumo missed a golden opportunity when he found himself one-on-one with Guglielmo Vicario. United's manager, Amorim, applauded Nasser Mazraoui and Patrick Dorgu for their quick reactions when Tottenham gained possession. A stark contrast to Diogo Dalot's slower response in the previous match. United's performance was initially unconvincing, with manager Amorim sending players to warm up before half-time. A miscommunication between Matheus Cunha and Ahmad led to a tussle on the pitch, and the decision to bench Benjamin Sesko seemed questionable. However, in-form Mbeumo stepped up to score once again. Mbeumo is currently unstoppable, having been named Player of the Month for October. He showcased his skills by expertly heading into the top left corner after a clever cross from Ahmad. United took the lead in the 34th minute against Nottingham Forest and scored in the 32nd minute against Tottenham. After Casemiro's goal last weekend, Amorim called Bruno Fernandes over for instructions, and Luke Shaw received similar guidance as United celebrated their latest goal. Before facing Tottenham, United had only won one of their previous 10 away league games, a record they need to improve if they hope to secure a Champions League spot this season. Lammens has proven vital for United, with the Belgian international making an incredible save at point-blank range to deny Christian Romero at the start of the second half, only to outdo himself with another fantastic save minutes later. United's second-half start against Forest was poor, causing concern for Amorim, who feared history was repeating itself. United must find a way to secure their victories with a second goal. Amorim's tactical switch saw Sesko replace Mazraoui, shifting Ahmad to the right wingback position. The 23-year-old set up a golden opportunity for Bruno Fernandes, who unfortunately blasted his shot over the bar. Despite their efforts, United failed to increase their lead and were punished when Tottenham equalized through Matthijs Tel. Manuel Ugarte was caught out as Pape Matar Sarr surged forward and de Ligt was outmaneuvered by Tel. Ugarte's performance was disastrous. The Uruguayan also left Richarlison onside for his header, and his £42 million signing has quite simply been a failure. Mbeumo once again stole the show. It won't be long before he has his own dedicated chant. United should focus on bringing in more players like Mbeumo, rather than disappointments like Ugarte. My second news is Real star now ready to agree Liverpool deal without a fight. Real Madrid have reportedly given up. They'll let a star join Liverpool without a fight. The Reds appear to have won another battle. Liverpool and Real Madrid cannot help but butt heads in the transfer market. The last 7 or so years have seen constant battles between the two, almost invariably won by Madrid. Half of their first-team squad was at one point linked with Liverpool. Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo Goes, Endrick, Aurelien Tchouameni, Eduardo Camavinga, Dean Huijsen, then there's Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course. A player Liverpool very much found first, and they're set to battle again in 2026. Ibrahima Konate is out of contract and the Reds wish to keep him. Real Madrid, however, see him as another free transfer they could persuade to join. That it's not exactly clear where that one's heading just yet, especially as Los Blancos are linked with many other centre-backs. But one of those centre-backs won't be moving there, it seems, because Real Madrid are quitting on him. He's set for Liverpool. AS reports that Real Madrid have given up on signing Marc Guéhi from Crystal Palace. They claim the reason is financial. The club won't pay what he's asking for. We do wonder if that's just saving face, however. Guéhi is apparently set on a move to Liverpool and wants to head there. Only Bayern Munich will try to stop it from happening. And to be fair, they do have an advantage. Bayern can openly offer Guéhi a contract from January 1st as he enters the final 6 months of his deal. Liverpool can't do that as a fellow English club, but it sounds as though that won't be a problem. In fact, we imagine the Reds will try to make something happen in January if Guéhi truly is set on a move there. The injury to Giovanni Leone leaves them short at the back and there really isn't a better possible replacement at this stage than Guéhi. Real Madrid quitting on the race puts Liverpool in an incredibly powerful position here, and it's one we expect them to take advantage of. My third news is deal on. Fabrizio Romano reveals Liverpool working fast for €70 million star as Bayern Munich bombshell drops. Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Liverpool are trying to get a new contract for Dominik Szoboszlai sorted soon, with another source claiming interest from Bayern Munich in the Anfield star. Szoboszlai has established himself as one of the best and most important players for Liverpool since his €70 million, £61.5 million, $81 million, move from RB Leipzig in the summer of 2023. The Hungary international's dynamic attitude in midfield, combined with his ability to shoot from distance, has made him a favourite among the Liverpool fans. The 25-year-old is under contract at Liverpool until the summer of 2028. But the defending Premier League champions are keen on tying him down to an even longer deal. The Athletic reported this week that Liverpool have held talks with Szoboszlai over a new deal, and now Fabrizio Romano has backed that claim. The transfer guru has claimed that Liverpool are working fast to convince the Hungarian ace to put pen to paper on a new deal. Romano said on his YouTube channel, Liverpool are working on new contracts, Ryan Gravenberch and Dominik Szoboszlai. With Gravenberch, already some conversation, very early stages, took place, with Dominik Szoboszlai also, and now talks are advancing and progressing between Liverpool and Dominik Szoboszlai over new contract. Let me be clear. We are not at the final stages of the negotiations. We are not at the verbal agreement stage with Dominik Szoboszlai, but the contacts are continuing between Liverpool and Dominik Szoboszlai, so there is a discussion ongoing. Liverpool are prepared to improve his salary, and that's important news. Dominik Szoboszlai was already on a very good salary, but his performances have been fantastic. Gravenberch also doing very well, so Liverpool want to keep both players for the long term, but with Dominik Szoboszlai, contacts have advanced in the last few days, with Liverpool pushing. Now there is a conversation, there is a negotiation. Again, we are not at the end of the negotiation, it's not a done deal, there is still work to do, but there is a very good connection, with Liverpool trying to be fast on this one with Dominik Szoboszlai. We will see how long it's going to take, but the conversation is ongoing. Szoboszlai is doing great. Last season, he was incredible. This season, he's ever more incredible because he's playing everywhere, always consistent. Even when Liverpool lost many games in a row, Szoboszlai was always the man of the match, so doing very, very well for Liverpool, and the intention is to try to advance. So, deal on, conversations on, let's see what's going to happen in the next stages and the next meetings between Szoboszlai, his camp and Liverpool. There have been reports in the Hungarian media that Real Madrid and Manchester City are interested in Szoboszlai. The speculation in Szoboszlai's homeland is that Liverpool are panicking over a new deal, but Romano's revelation suggests that it is not the case. Szoboszlai's current deal runs until the summer of 2028, so the Merseyside club do not have to rush to agree on a contract. There is interest from Bayern Munich in Szoboszlai as well, according to a respected account on X with a team of 5 elite reporters. However, Bayern are unable to afford the midfielder or convince him to leave Liverpool, which will be hugely encouraging for the Anfield faithful. The account wrote on X at 8:58 p.m. on November 7, as reported elsewhere, Dominik Szoboszlai about to sign new contract at LFC. We can exclusively reveal that at FC Bayern wanted Dominik Szoboszlai as their main midfielder for years to come. Bayern can't afford or convince the player to make the move. Meanwhile, what Liverpool told Lenny Yoro to convince him to snub Manchester United and move to Anfield from Lille in the summer of 2024 has been revealed. Liverpool are set for disappointment in their quest to sign a Tottenham Hotspur star, with the player ready to commit his long-term future to last season's Europa League winners. And finally, Liverpool legend Jurgen Klopp has responded to Leeds United after the Whites offered him the managerial role at Elland Road. My last news is Manchester United line up €120 million move for Raphinha. Manchester United are reportedly plotting an ambitious big money move for 28-year-old Brazilian attacker Raphinha. Raphinha has been linked with a move away from Barcelona in recent months, and Manchester United could be prepared to offer €120 million to get the deal done. According to a report by Spanish outlet Fichajes, the Blaugrana are prepared to smash their transfer record to get the deal done. The Brazilian has been one of the best players in the world in recent years, and he registered 60 goal contributions across all competitions last season. He finished in the top 4 of the Ballon d'Or as well. There is no doubt that the former Leeds United talisman is one of the best players in the world, and he could make a huge difference for Manchester United going forward. The Red Devils need top-quality players like Raphinha if they want to fight for major trophies. However, they have recently invested in 3 attackers, and it will be interesting to see if they are prepared to sign another. It would be ideal for them to invest in another striker instead. They need to improve the midfield unit as well. Manchester United are struggling to control games in the middle of the park, and investing €120 million on a world-class midfielder could make a huge difference. Widespread reports have linked the Premier League bigwigs with several midfielders, including João Gomes. The report claims that Barcelona do not have any plans of letting the attacker leave the club. However, they will find it difficult to turn down the offer if it is presented. It is a substantial amount of money, in all fairness. It remains to be seen how the situation develops over the next few months. Manchester United must secure Champions League qualification to attract top-quality players like him. The Brazilian will not want to join a club where he will not be able to fight for major trophies. Raphinha is at the peak of his career, and he will look to fight for trophies regularly. The player has played for Leeds United in the past, and he knows the Premier League well. He could hit the ground running if he joins Manchester United. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Final Whistle Football News, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.